Guess who's back? Back again. I'm your host, John Flounder Caruso, here with my co-host, Steve DeStefano. Stevie, how's the week going?
It's insane, dude.
Yeah?
Had a baby.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Another little baby girl.
Yeah.
They're outnumbered now.
Angelina Marie.
Angelina, great name.
5 pounds, 7 ounces.
Oh, tiny little girl.
You can hold her in your hand.
Yep. Isn't it crazy?
So cute, dude. Dude,
Yeah,
having babies is, it's like equally as fucking insane every single time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy how you, like you said, you hold them literally here. And then next thing you know, they're 18 years old and they're graduating high school. It's nuts. Dude, well, guess what? It's coming, my friend.
It's the most wild thing. Like, I don't know what to compare it to for anyone who's never had a kid. There's nothing you could compare it to.
No.
Watching that fucking... Oh, fuck. I gotta stop saying fuck. My dad told me I said fuck too much.
Come on, Dad.
He said we're not going to get enough female viewership.
Oh.
If I keep saying fuck.
We'll clean it up. Sorry, Dad.
Fuck. Well, yeah. Dude, I mean, did you watch the babies come out every time?
No, I actually only have my son, and I missed his birth by 15 minutes. She was in Virginia, right over the Maryland line. She went into labor. I started driving down from here. I was working for APS at the time. Started driving down. Got to a gas station in the hometown of Maryland where they live. They have a construction company. They had me go use their account. I literally got out of the truck to go pay. Got off the phone. She's like, "Hey, take your time. She just got here. She's walking around." It's okay. Went in and paid. Come back out, and the phone rang again. They're like, "You got to get here. She's in labor. The baby's coming." And he come flying out. Yeah.
Wow.
I just missed him. I literally just missed him. But no, I don't know if I want to watch that.
No, I take the over the stomach view. I don't not the.
Oh, you don't come in from you don't Johnny Bench. You're not the catcher. You're not sitting there like the umpire behind the catcher.
Yeah, no, I'm in. Yeah, I'm. I want to see what happens, but I want to see.
You don't
want
to see what happens, right? You don't want to see. Yeah, you don't want to.
But
see
dude,
that.
like a little, like just the first thing is like a head pops out, and then they're like conversating.
Yeah,
like one more big push, and there's a fucking head there. You're like, holy.
They're conversating. I'm sure it's a little more than conversating. There's probably a lot of screaming going on. A lot of pain.
No,
Is she in a lot of pain?
Dude, it's a way more of a relaxed setting than you might think.
Really?
It's calm.
So it's not like you see in the movies where they're just screaming their head off.
So okay, when we had Steven, Michelle wanted to do all natural, no epidural, no nothing.
Right.
So they have like a whole section for the girls that want to do that. You get a hot tub, you get all, like the works. So then they're working out. But dude, you're in there and you can hear the other labors and it's screaming.
So have you ever noticed, this is something my wife brought to my attention. I never noticed this until she did. And now I can't unsee it. And you're welcome because you're not going to be able to unsee this either. In every TV show or movie, when they have a baby and it's a newborn, and they're like, "Oh my God, here you go. Here's your brand new baby boy." Have you ever seen the size of the kid? It's a fucking like 9-month-old. It's not an infant. It's not an infant that just came out, but it fits from here to here. It's like a 9-month-old. Here's your newborn baby boy, and I'm like, oh my God, I never noticed it, but they're huge. It's no way that's a newborn. I've never noticed this until my wife brought it out. I'm like, it's unbelievable to me how they do, and you look at it like, oh my God, they just had a newborn baby. Oh, it's like, no, it's that child's 9 months old.
So funny you say that. Angelina was the smallest baby in the whole floor. She was the smallest one, 5 pounds, 7 ounces. They said when they take the babies to bathe them after, they got to give them 12 to 24 hours before they give them a bath, because that stuff's like real good for their skin. And I think like the water makes them cold, and like they don't know how to regulate their temperature yet. So they took her in there, and at the same time, another nurse was doing it to an over 11-pound boy.
Oh my God, 11 pounds.
11 pounds, dude. So he's over twice the size.
It's a whopper. Jesus Christ, 11 pounds. She's done.
Maybe the movies all use just 11 pounds.
I hope for her that was a C-section.
No, it wasn't. They told us it was not. It was a vaginal birth.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Whoever that mom is, God bless you. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, 11 pounds. Yeah, well, congratulations to you.
Thanks.
On having this as your third. Mm-hmm. Good for you. So congratulations. This is coming. You're going a good time of year too, man. We're coming up on, you could decorate, you dress the kid up in little Halloween costumes. And
Halloween is Michelle's birthday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's my mother's birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
We should have a joint party.
October 31st. Yes, my mother flies around in her broom.
Yeah, we always did Halloween parties for Michelle's birthday, and then once we had kids, we kind of stopped. But
kids ruin everything. No, I'm kidding. Nah, I love my son. You kidding me? Speaking of my son, a little update on him. I did get I got another letter from him this week. His mom got one the very next day. He's doing great. He's doing great. He's a squad leader again, which I thought he was going to be. So he's doing good with that. He passed his swim qual. He did the gas chamber. He was worried about climbing the rope. He said he climbed right up the rope. He never did it before, and he went right up it. So he's doing good. He's I just sent him another letter. So today's August 23rd. So he's just about over the halfway mark. So he's got about 6 more weeks left. October 11th. So yeah, he's got about 6 more weeks left.
Damn.
And
that's flying by too.
It is. It's going by, and I'm glad to see the letters kind of came in. They're slowly. The first ones were not good, and now these ones are kind of turning the corner. He's getting used to it.
That's so normal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely normal.
Did you ever go to like summer camp when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, Camp Tuscaloosa.
I went to one called I don't know. We're out in Pennsylvania, and dude, I was like, I would cry. I'd be so, and then like I remember the kids that were in like my cabin be like, "Yo, you crying?" And I'm like, "No,
no, you're crying.
Oh, I was crying hard, dude. I fucking hated it.
What a big baby.
I know, man.
So what do we got on the agenda this week? What are we looking at talking about? Oh, first of all, let me say, sorry we were away for a week for doing the podcast. I was on vacation, little family vacation, North Myrtle Beach, with my Connecticut in-laws. Great vacation, great area. I do like North Myrtle Beach. It's such a relaxing time. The weather was great. Yeah, so I got a nice little week off. I'm sorry, Raggedy Randy out there. He's always telling me to go fuck myself and everything. Randy, I'm starting to get a little upset with you now. All right, we're gonna have a little talk. But no, Randy's good people. But yeah, I'm glad I got a little break. I'm glad we're back. We're getting things kicked off. And yes, yeah, our followers, we have about up to about 1,500 on Facebook. So first off, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for the support, for following us, for watching us, and please, if you're out there and you haven't yet, please share, subscribe, like. If you already are subscribed and following us, please keep hitting that like button every time you see one of our reels and our podcast videos. And especially on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, and it costs you nothing, and it gives us, some extra publicity. What happened? What's that shitty ingredient you got on your face?
I touched the mic.
Stop touching the mic. I looked over. I just see him shaking his head. I'm like, what are you doing now?
Fuck!
Oh my God!
Curse.
This is like you have to. It's like if
can't do anything.
We're gonna start selling tickets for like an audience. It should be like a live audience. It's just like a fucking comedy show over here watching. It's like it really is because he's like a child himself. I went back to work. Work's been good. Great fucking weather this week, huh? What a little taste of fall. This was a great fucking week for weather. 70s for a high, 50s at nighttime for a low. My wife's screaming, I put the heat on. I ain't touching that friggin' heat. I ain't putting that heater on. In fact, the air conditioner's still on. And I said it'll shut off and it'll stay off because it'll be cool out. And it's not that cold. Put more clothes. She wears a snowsuit to bed now anyhow. There's no more like, when you get older and you're married, there's no more like t-shirt and panties. Like the sexy stuff. And my wife's still a very good looking woman. I don't know why she doesn't, she's always...
She don't wear your t-shirts?
No, she would swim in my t-shirts. But my favorite, if I had to choose, is her walking around just her t-shirt and underwear. I mean, that would be my favorite. But she's my wife is a very much a lady, very reserved. She wears pajamas and she's got nice ones. She has cute ones too, but
she wear like the nightgowns, like with the button up, with the collar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Victoria. I buy her Victoria's Secret ones every year. They're full-size pajamas with the collar and the button. Oh yeah,
That's cute.
like little silky ones. Yeah.
What do you wear? Not just.
I'm in my
whitey tighties?
I'm in my birthday suit. Total birthday suit. If you break into my house, it's gonna be your fucking nightmare like you ain't never believe. It's gonna be me with a gun naked. So
Yeah.
so if the sight doesn't kill you, the 9mm is probably going. Oh my goodness. You're gonna be like, holy fuck, what did I just run into? Yeah,
Whoops.
bad house to
Wrong
come
house.
to. And I actually told my what? So listen, what I told you not too long ago. Remember, I had an incident. I passed out. So my wife's like, I want to call the ambulance. I'm like, all right, listen, just put pants on me. Like, because that's my only wish. I told her, if anything should ever happen to me overnight, if I die in my sleep, before anybody gets here, please, just put some shorts or pants on me, please, so I don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, that's not the last way I go out.
Yeah. I think about that sometimes. Like, dying and then you're just, like, your pants aren't on.
Yeah.
That would suck, dude.
Dying and your pants ain't on.
Wouldn't that suck?
Yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah, but you
It'd
know
be
what?
so
Not that
embarrassing.
we would know. I mean, like, we're not going to give a shit.
Yeah, but that's
situation.
embarrassing,
But
dude.
yo, kidding, it's embarrassing. What a hell of a way to go out, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's like almost giving the finger as you leave.
Kinda.
You know what I mean? Kiss my balls.
Kiss my balls.
You know the other thing I wanted to talk about when I say shoot, when I say shoot the 9mm. Did you ever notice the dude in movies? Like, you go to a shooting range, you have to wear fucking ear protection, eye protection. In movies, they shoot inside of a house, and their ears never ring. That's not loud.
I shot a 40 one time.
I don't get that.
I shot a 40, Springfield 40, with no ear protection. Dude, my fucking ears didn't stop ringing for 3
Now,
days.
can you imagine pulling that out of your dresser drawer and pulling the trigger in your house with that
So
thing?
loud,
Oh my god!
Dude,
And in movies, they're like pow 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 pow.
Nine's not that bad. Nine's not terrible, but inside it would be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, sorry about that. A little off track. So again, like, follow, subscribe, share. Let's kick into it. What do we got going on this
You
week?
got what? Any dumb shit this week or last week during your vacation?
Dumb shit. Give me a minute. Go ahead with yours.
Well, I think the dumb shit was some of the comments we got on some of these videos, dude.
I was actually going to say that, but
Yeah.
yes, some of the comments that we got, Raggedy Randy actually touched base on that.
Let's actually hear what Raggedy Randy has.
Let's hear it.
Raggedy Randy here. And I just clocked out the old J.O.B. But I got a little message. I've been seeing some of the comments under the Two and Blue podcast about union workers. Some people love them, some people hate them. But it seems like 90% of you cocksuckers hate them. Let me tell you something right now, brother. I am union strong. All right? And I will tell you right now, you line me up with any of you cocksucking scabs, and you cannot work harder than me. I don't want to hear none of your comments about it's sweet and they don't know what real work is. Motherfucker, I shovel piles from my goddamn head all the way down to my goddamn pinky toe. Asphalt, hot, 970,000 degrees outside. I will jackhammer a telephone pole if I have to. You ever jackhammer 12 hours straight, motherfucker? I don't know if you're mad because you get prevailing wage jobs once a month. That hasn't got nothing to do with me. Don't hate on the motherfucking union because you ain't in it. Because if you had one fucking iota of a chance to get in, you would hop right the fuck in. All right? I'm union strong. Me and my brothers, we have a real good relationship. All right? Woo! I'm not really in a moving vehicle. This is all green screen. Anyhow, yeah, brother. 172 local laborers union. Fuck you other cocksucking scabs. You can suck a dog's dick.
Fuck you too, Flounder. Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy.
So Randy brings up a very valid point.
First of all, let me just say, I didn't make that video to like go after non-union.
No.
I really didn't. Like it turned into that.
Yeah.
But I was just like, there was an old man on a state road digging by himself with no traffic, no safety, smoking a cigarette,
Right.
looking for gas.
Right.
That's
And
not
if you
safe.
think that's okay, you're an idiot. You're putting our job is dangerous enough as it is, let alone going out there without the proper shit. Yeah. But he brings up a good point. I was non-union at one time. And all I wanted,
So was I.
And all I wanted to do was, I worked in construction, was to get into the union because of the benefits and the pay. And I gotta be honest, I would probably say a lot of these people that are out there putting all the hate shit out there, you're probably jealous because you're not in it yet. And yeah, you got somebody over there cracking a fucking whip on you, all day long, not letting you take a break, not letting you get your lunch, and you're getting paid shit.
I feel like those should be the ones that are in support of the union.
Right. But
like
no,
I'm reading these comments.
well,
it's
they
like
have a chip on there. They puts a little chip on their
how
shoulder.
many people are just construction owners? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many people own a construction business and they're all just blasting us? Because if you're a worker and you're non-union, I don't see how it makes sense to hate the union. If you are non-union and you're getting paid well, it's because of the union.
Right. And by the way, all of your paid holidays that you have, thank your unions for that, because we're the ones that fought for that. So even you non-union people that have all your paid holidays, you can thank unions for that, because we're the one that went out there with a collective bargaining agreement and went out there and fought for this shit. So, but he's right. A lot of these people, if they had any chance, you take any, I would say a good 80%, and that might even be generous on lowballing it. 80% of the non-union working construction people in this area, if they had one chance to sign a union book and get their 172 laborers book, they would do it, and I don't even think would blink an eye.
You know what I got out of the comments was it was more political than I thought. Like, I don't know, because like I guess I lean right. So like I'm not looking at shit that's like bashing the right, So a lot of like my feed is like about far left. So I see a lot of stuff about how insane these like far left liberals are,
Yeah.
I've never gotten a taste of the far right until this video posted.
Oh yeah,
The far right sucks.
No, the far right's pretty. Both sides. If you're far either one, they're both extremes.
Wow,
they're
dude.
both two extremes. First of all, let me just put this out there. I don't side with either one of them. I can't fucking stand politics. I hate both sides. Just vote for whoever the fuck you want to when you're out there, because I got news for you. They don't give a shit about you. You better start protecting yourself. Instead of fighting amongst ourselves about who's union, who's non-union, you better start fucking fighting for your bank account and affording fucking groceries and shit. That's the main thing. Everything else is just can be set aside for right now. But yeah, it becomes political, and they all think because we're union that most of the people lean Democratic. And yes, they are known to be backing Democratic politics for many years. However, that doesn't mean that's how everyone in them unions.
No, the Teamsters
feel.
in Chicago are
right,
very
and
much
not all unions.
Yeah,
and like I said, I've mentioned this before. They supported a Republican at one time. They've supported several Republicans at one time. So, you take the politics out of it. What do you care what I'm doing for a living? You're mad at me because I chose my career? Like, you're mad at me because I wanted to go from $20 an hour to $40 an hour, and that's I'm at fault for that.
Well, so yeah, like a lot of these like the big points people were making was there's one guy doing the same job as all those guys, and first of all, a guy digging down 18 inches to look for gas is not the same thing as directional drilling 800 feet in a day. It's just categorically not the same fucking thing.
No spotter.
And that guy, there's no way that guy would be able to do, like, by himself would never, I mean, there's no way he could physically put 800 feet of pipe in the ground by himself. It's not possible.
Right.
Okay. That's number one. Number two, the only guy on the union side that was digging also didn't have a spotter, which no one noticed.
Right, didn't have a sprite.
Yeah. The other things were, we should have hired a union cameraman, which is true, because I did a horrible job. It got very blurry.
Why does it look like it is? Yeah, you honestly, your video, they kind of.
It wasn't me. It was the
videos,
phone.
You look, yeah, it's the phone. You look
Well,
like
I was driving.
You look like the Bigfoot videos where people are like they have Tourette's. They're like they don't. They're like yes. They're like it's
I
all
drove
over.
through. I drove through 3 times.
They're like, did you see this? Did you? No, I couldn't because you couldn't hold the fucking camera still.
I thought it made the point. Yeah.
You did. I thought it was a good. Listen, it got a lot of views, and it got a lot of kickback, and got a lot of comments. And by the way, I don't mind your comments. Keep them coming.
I like them.
I want to hear what you have to say.
A lot of people are funny as fuck, dude.
No, yeah, I think some of the shit's hilarious. And hey, listen, if you hate unions, go ahead, fucking hate them. I was a non-union guy at one time. I didn't want to be non-union no more. I wanted benefits. I wanted a retirement, a pension, and I wanted better pay. And so that's what I did. Now, granted, in 10 years when I retire, I will get the fuck out of construction altogether.
Yeah.
I won't even look back.
A lot of people that were like on the non-union side of things were from like the South. They were from non-union states. Like, I get
Listen,
it.
Dude. There's some. Look, I'm not down on the workers that are down there. They're fucking hard workers, concrete guys, asphalt guys. Listen, it's all the same shit. We're just getting paid differently. I know you're working just as hard, but don't. Oh, look at the guy's got 5-6 guys in the crew. You're mad because you don't have 5-6 guys in your crew. That's what you're mad about. That's right. You're mad because you're busting your balls. You know, for what? Yeah. We still bust our balls. We still fucking work. And like Randy said, I may be 45 and I'm a big guy, but get me going and I'll hang with the best of them. Yeah. I will fucking run with the bow, jackhammer with the best of them, rake asphalt. I don't have it like I used to, and I admit that. I'm starting to show my age finally. I am starting to show my age, but you know, it's not easy. What we do is not easy at all. It's hard work. It's when you're jackhammering, playing with asphalt, doing concrete, doing pipe. It's all bull work, and it's all day long. I know when you drive by, you think you see people standing around, but no, it's not like that. Like you should be looking. The way you should look is when you see people look. Thank God they're getting a break. When you see them standing around, like, oh, good, they're gonna take a break. Good. Yeah. Because
I look at people drive like on them dog days, dude. I look at people driving in their air conditioned car, and I get so I'm just like, where the fuck
did we go wrong?
Where are they going? Like, how are they not working?
I don't know.
Do you think about that?
Yeah,
you
like
just see like a kid who's just in like a great mood. He's like singing.
Well,
he's with his girl.
Yeah, he's probably going home to a house he lives in for free
at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Bills. Yeah,
you're just like
I like when I'm working down the shore. You just see people enjoying their vacation.
Constantly,
they're like everyone's so many people on vacation. They're just enjoying their life, and we're sitting there.
They're like real. They're not just like old people now. They're like
young.
Yeah, just
and
chilling.
And listen, good for you. If you can go out there.
You know what else I understand? Okay, if so, that is the case. Maybe you're off. Maybe you don't pay for anything. You're like, I don't know what your situation is, but like, how are you in such a rush all the time?
That I don't understand.
If it's 11 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, and you're driving through a construction site, like, why are you in a rush?
They're not only in a rush; they're in a rush to get somewhere they absolutely don't want to be.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's right, and then they get mad at you because they're in a rush and you're in their way. Oh, why? I'm sorry. How about you set your fucking alarm 10 minutes earlier?
Yeah, or whatever. Or like, who cares?
Right.
I love getting in traffic jams when I'm at work.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
Go get a load of asphalt. Not a problem.
Bro, I take the most heavily trafficked roads. Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, I was on I guess it was 42 one morning, and there was a car fire, and they shut the whole road down. And I was in my work truck, dude. When we were like parked, ignition off, like chilling, dude. Took like lunch break. We were like outside on 42, like talking to people you didn't even know. It's fun.
It is. And sometimes people are so.
I don't know what happened to the people in the car.
Yeah.
I hope they're okay.
The
car's not.
I'll get back to it. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit for my dumb thing for the week. My dumb thing for the week, and this has been something I thought has been stupid for many, many years since they came out with it. These filters that people use on social media.
On their faces?
On their faces. And more in particular women. Because the majority of women do it. They look nothing like what they really look like.
What kind of filters?
I don't know I don't know if it's a Snapchat filter they're using.
Is it like a look hot filter?
I guess. I don't know. I don't do them. But women, listen, women are beautiful. I think all women are freaking beautiful. You don't need filters. And if you do, just accept the fact that you're ugly. And there's somebody out there who wants to love you too.
Yeah.
What I do is a lot of times you'll see a picture and I'm like, oh wow, holy shit, that girl looks like immaculate. And then you click on their profile picture and you scroll back like 4 years or 5 years before there was filters. You're like, whoa, that's not you. It's just, I mean, can you imagine being in the dating world and you're looking on social media for somebody to go on a date with. Oh, this girl's cute. All right, I'll pick you up at 8. You start talking on mess. I'll pick you up at 8, and you get to the house, and you're like, whoa, like Fridays, looking more like Freddie Jackson. I had that happen when I was in the military. I did it one time. Like the girl told me, I look like this, and she sent me this picture. I'm like, okay. So I went to go pick her. This is fucked up. I went to go pick her up, and as she come out the house, she was a rather large girl. And was wearing something that she probably shouldn't have been wearing, and I just threw it in reverse and left.
Did you?
I swear to God, I threw it. We never even made eye contact. She never saw what I looked like. Yeah. Like I didn't get out of the truck. Like I just
text her and say like,
no,
I
didn't.
Sick.
No, and I think this is back in like 2000 or early 2000. So I don't know. Did I have? Yeah, I guess we did have yeah. It was like a flip phone.
Thanks.
I don't know Nokia. I think a Nokia flip phone or something. Yeah. So, but yeah, I that's the filters. I think these filters are stupid. Stop with these filters and stop with these stupid faces. I can't stand that stupid duck face.
If you think about it though, like Ozempic is like a filter.
I'm sorry, where are you going with this one?
I mean, like it's like a real life filter.
No.
Yeah, you take Ozempic and then you get skinny and then you
I'm
look
on
better.
Wegovy.
Not you.
I'm on it. It's the same thing as Ozempic.
Well,
am I on a filter?
Maybe in 3 months.
Does this look like a fucking filter to you?
I thought you were looking better.
I am looking better, but when
or steroids.
I've said this a million times to people. When you're this big, I've dropped almost 50 pounds. When you're this big, it's like throwing a deck chair off the Titanic, and nobody sees it missing yet. Okay, it's not fucking. Nobody sees that fucking missing. So I gotta lose like 100 pounds for people to be like, "Holy shit, dude, you look good." Have I lost weight? Yes, but I'm also. But let me say something about this Ozempic and this Wegovy. You don't just take. It's not a miracle drug. You don't just take it and sit there and eat what you like.
Some people.
I exercise.
Well, no, but it makes you sick, so you don't eat.
It does make you. It makes you want to eat less, and it does kind of give you a constant full feeling. But you still gotta eat nutrients. Your body needs nutrients. And you still got to exercise. If you really want to get the full effect of this, you should still be walking, exercising, lifting weights. So I'm doing all that, and I'm still fat. So I don't know.
Put up them hundos.
I did. I threw up some hundreds the other day. Probably the first and last. I never learned my lesson. I
crushed them, dude.
Yeah, but
how sore were you?
Pretty sore, but I don't want to. I keep telling myself, stop trying to lift heavy weights.
Hard not to.
I know because I just.
But it's fun.
That's
the fun of it.
It feels good to be strong. But, there's trainers in there. Matt has told me many times. He says, what's the difference between lifting 225 20 times or 350 one time? I guess
you
it's
did
really
225 20 times?
No, I at one time I was doing it almost 15 times.
I was getting 225 pretty good.
But again, this shoulder's shot, so the straight bar is done. I can't do it no more, and I've tore this pec muscle, not completely, but I've strained it many times. And just the straight bar, I just can't do it. And my long arms, I got long gorilla arms. They're like, so my bench is like all. So bench was never a real strong.
Bench does nothing. A bench is just it's a garnish.
It's an ego.
It's a garnish.
It really is. Everybody wants to bench every day. Tony Tickets he benches. It's chest day every day. Massacre. I think he calls it Massacre Mondays.
I've been doing CrossFit. I've had a little bit of time because I took off because of the baby.
Yeah.
So I had I bought 5 classes. Like I did CrossFit for years, and I took like a whole year off, and I was like, let me just buy 5 classes. There's one, in Mays Landing or RD. I forget what it's called, but so I was planning on just doing it like every Saturday, just to And man, I love it.
You get addicted. I did CrossFit for a little bit. I did, and
I did like it. It's so competitive.
It's very competitive. CrossFit people, by the way, these hardcore CrossFit people it's a different breed. First of all, I didn't realize I got a chance when I did some side work for you. I got a chance to meet a young girl that worked also with Macy that worked for you, and she did CrossFit. And I got to ask her a lot of interesting questions. I'm like, how much time does it take? She goes, John, it takes up so much personal time, so much, and you can't make.
They live it.
Right.
They live it. It's
they work like very minimal. So she says, she's like, it's hard to pay for things. It's hard to keep up on things and want to do because it engulfs their life. And I got a lot of respect for the people that do CrossFit. I think, like I went into a couple CrossFit casts, and these guys are in there. The one guy, he's the cop. Or like, dude, he walks.
He's a freak,
he's
dude.
a nut. The guy's in the best shape. I've never seen somebody in
He's
such
old
good shape.
too.
Yeah, he is. He's
like
well in his
50.
50s. Yeah. Oh yeah. And these guys walk around with their shirts off.
Yeah.
Like, and they look like they're photoshopped.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
they're all fucking chiseled. And
CrossFit's like a filter.
it is. That's like no. You have to work at that. The filters are something that acts immediately and just change the way it looks. So that's my dumb thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Stop using the filters. But the CrossFit people, I'll tell you what. There's some CrossFit women too that I follow on Instagram.
Dude, they got traps for days.
I know it's probably not attractive to some men, but some of these women, even just they're fit and they're just good. I mean, they're great looking females. I mean, I don't know what else to say to that. They're just, it's in shape. I don't know. By the way, I just think that's when women work out like that. I just think it's super attractive. And then then you have fat guys like me in the gym just staring at them like. Like, look at that girl over there.
You're the one in the videos where like they set up the camera. And
Oh yeah. Oh,
they approach you.
100%.
Excuse me, sir.
It's actually like listen, women. They're God, again. I do. I love women. I love my wife. I do. But like, listen, you can't walk it. Like, have you seen the outfits in the past 10, 15 years?
Yeah.
Like gym outfits, what used to be what they wore under their clothes.
It's a bathing suit.
Is what they wear to the gym now. That's it. A sports bra and like really like tight shorts, yoga shorts, and God bless the people that invented them. I mean, listen, I'm not arguing, but I don't know how to not at least look. I mean, and I'm guilty of this, and I shouldn't. I'm a married man, I shouldn't be, but I'm like also a guy. It's nuts. It's nuts. You walk in these gyms, it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, what is going on? These people are half naked. And you know what else gets under my skin at the gym? The no fucking shoes. What are you wearing no shoes for? Who lifts without fucking shoes on?
I've never seen that.
Oh my God. There's an operator, Dave Milliner. I should bring him in. He's a good guy. Real good operator. He was a crane guy. He's got a big muscle head. He posts a lot of videos about it, and he'll show people, these kids, they're young kids, they walk around, they just have their socks on. What are you doing?
Why?
Like, I don't understand it. Like when
it's probably better for your balance.
I have seen people doing it when they squat, like but these people are just walking around, they're benching, no shoes.
Squatting is crazy to do because they make shoes for squatting.
Yeah.
That lift up your heels a little bit so you can stay flat and you can put your weight on your heels instead of your toes so that you don't fuck your back up.
I never understand it because you'll see somebody I wear Under Armour or New Balance because I just like the comfort and the support they give. Then you'll see other people wearing Chucks, like Converse, are making a comeback.
They're flat.
Now is that it? Is that why it is?
So if you don't wear shoes, it's a balance thing. It's for your core muscles.
Okay.
So the less support you're getting from your feet, like the more you have to use your core to stay on your heels, the better you're working your core out if you're squatting.
I don't think that's why the young people do. I think they're just good. I think that young people do.
Some of them,
because they're
it started though, like if they're replicating someone doing it, the person that they're replicating was doing it for that reason. The kids that are being smacked asses, they're just being smacked asses, whatever. I actually went through a no shoes phase when I was like roofing. I was with like Bukowski. Yeah, and we would not wear shoes. It was fucking. It was stupid, dude. Yeah,
I actually had a no shoe. I thought you were gonna say we actually had a no shoe phase. I used to lift. I did lifting for a couple months. No, I did roofing. I
walked up and down ladders, shingles on my back. Yeah, running around asphalt. Roofs just hot, 300 degrees.
Reminds me of this story of Wild Bill that I met at a we'll call it a program that I was at, and he goes, "Hey, my name's Wild Bill. He goes, I just laid 1 million square feet of roof in the past year, and meth is a powerful drug." I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, oh my God, because I haven't slept in 9 months. I've laid 1 million square feet of roof, and meth is a powerful drug. I'm like, oh my God!
Apparently, a very efficient drug, also.
Yeah.
If you need a roof,
it'll all catch up with you. Speaking of roofs, today I had solar panels installed.
Oh.
So
I've been thinking about it. Them fucking electric bills are.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give the company they did a real good job from start to finish. Still got to get inspected and then turned on, but so far, and we'll plug them next week. But what I wanted to talk about with that was how people treat construction workers, because they are a type of construction worker. There was electricians there, the guys up on the roof. How I treated them when they were in my house doing work. I bought them pizza today. I bought them a 12-pack of Miller Lite, so and I had sodas and waters in the fridge. Guys, help yourself. You'll be in and out of the house, I understand. Bathrooms here, bathrooms downstairs. Here you go. And they couldn't have been nicer. And I know that the work they had to do was, especially electrician, he had to run quite a bit. Because
they're in the attic, the hot attic.
And they had to come back down through the basement and then run all the way to the front of the house because they couldn't come down the front because the homeowners association don't want anything in front of the house. So, my point is these people were very much appreciative of somebody who was nice to them, and they came, and appreciated the work they were doing, and then threw them a bone. Here you go, guys. Enjoy some Bruni's pizza. Have a beer when you're done. Yeah. And they did a real good job. And so that goes a long way when you treat even the guys that are working on the road. I've had people working outside on the road. I'll put a cooler of water out there. Guys, help yourself. Guys they appreciate that. That goes a long way, especially, when people are landscaping in your yard or whatever. It goes a long way. They're not your slave. They're doing a job.
Yep.
So, yeah. So just be mindful of that when you see people doing work like that.
Speaking of Bruni's pizza.
Oh.
My goodness, dude.
Yeah.
I had Bruni's pizza tonight for dinner. I haven't had Bruni's pizza since February.
Did you have it there or home?
No, I took it home.
I like Bruni's there.
I have to bring both kids now with me. I used to just bring one or the other. Now I got to bring both.
It's great going in there. I remember going in there when I was a kid. It was like cool. It was like that. You wanted to go.
Oh, they were running around.
Oh, yeah.
Playing with the fans.
But there in Ricca's Brick Oven, I feel like the pizza is better when you eat it there.
All right, let's do it. All right, Mount Rushmore pizzas.
All right, Mount Rushmore pizzas. We're gonna go anywhere.
Any pizza that's been in your mouth.
Because I've eaten lots of.
Good, dude. If you went to Sicily and got the best pizza of your life, it's on the table.
Doctors say that's a lot of aggression.
It's on the table.
Along with a lot of pizzas. Okay. So, all right, I'll start. I got so I'll go with a quick one real quick that I used to hit on the way home down 206. It's called the Upper Crust. It's on the left-hand side if you're coming 206 south, before Mighty Joe's on the left-hand side. There's a fire station too there at that light. It's called Upper Crust. Fantastic slice of pizza. And my favorite one from there is just an all-white pizza. Just white.
I'm a big fan of all-white pizzas.
Yeah, they have a great white. So that would be my.
You ever have all-white pizza with pepperoni?
No.
It's so good.
That sounds like it would be.
It's really good. Yeah. Okay.
You got one? Yeah, you go.
All right. So I'll go 206 too. I like that pizza all the way up 206 in Columbus Market. What's that? Fred and Ethel's or something?
Okay, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, I believe so. Fred and Ethel's. No, Fred and Ethel's is Smithville.
Oh no, not Fred and Ethel's then. What's the one up 206 in Columbus Market? Kate and Al's.
Kate and Al's. Fred and Ethel, Kate and Al, whatever. Tomato.
It was two names.
You were close. Fred and Ethel's, Kate and Al. Yeah. Me, Jim and Donna. Whatever. Whatever. I'll go with local. Right here in town, probably my favorite town pizza is Bruni's.
Yeah, that's my number one, Bruni's.
Yeah,
I'm gonna agree with Bruni's. It's my number one by a country fucking mile. I'd rather eat Bruni's pizza than anything in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. And when you go there, if you got that dude who owns it's cool shit.
Yeah.
He gives my kids pizza dough. And they use it like Play-Doh.
No shit.
Yeah, he's got kids. He knows what to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They'll be just running around it. Everyone's there's a guy playing accordion on the side. He's like, here, take some pizza dough.
Take some dough. Yeah, they're good. I'll stay local with the rest of mine. I like Ricca's Brick Oven. I'll put them up there. Their Mama's Meatball is fantastic. Their Marguerite is a good pizza. I'll
go Vet's Pie from Ricca's also.
Okay, yeah.
Vet's Pie was
the tomato pie.
Is the original
tomato pie
pizza, dude.
Italians do like that, just tomato pie.
It's a long rectangular slice of pizza served cold with this sweet red sauce and Parmesan cheese.
And
the dough is this airy, fluffy, chewy.
Almost focaccia like. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good.
What a fucking slice.
Yeah, good tomato. My father will tell you the old Central, the bar had the best slice of tomato pie.
Was that West End?
No,
The old Central?
the old Central would have been. It was the whole known as the old gay bar. It was right there next to the railroad tracks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's closed down. There's an ice cream place right next to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
I want to say
Marquez is going there.
Yes, I hear that. Yes.
Thank God Marquez doesn't have an air conditioner.
Oh, they don't have an air conditioner in there?
Bro, have you been in there?
No.
On like a hot day?
No.
It's a lot of those people work there, dude. It's so bad.
It's like working in a food truck. I know all about that.
It's like hot outside. And you go in there, you're expecting like a breeze, and when you open, there's like a breezeway. The one door is so hard to open. Like if you're not on steroids, you can't open the door.
Right.
So you open it, get blasted with this air, and you're like, oh yeah. And then you walk inside, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees. You're like, they don't even use fucking ovens. They just throw it on the counter.
If you give me anything spicy too in that type of environment, I'm drenched.
Everyone's drenched.
I'll walk out there soaked.
Everyone's drenched.
Smelling just like an onion, like an Italian hoagie.
You can't tell if it's the food or you or what's going on. You're just like, what? I'm taking a shower.
Yeah. I guess my final pick, and I'll keep it all local. And I'll listen. Shout out to all the Hamilton pizza places because I do like them all. Brothers, Nino's, I like them all. But I'm going to throw Iliano's in there. Iliano's is now they stepped up their game with their pizza with the new owners. I'm going to throw them in.
They're getting a brick oven.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah,
brick oven.
That's going to be nice. The old Iliano's Sicilian was.
Papa Smurf.
Amazing,
it's called the old owner. Probably called him Papa Smurf.
I'm gonna go with that Northfield one. What? I don't know what that's called either.
Just look up pizza in Northfield. I should narrow it down.
It's Tilton Road.
Pretty good.
It's Carluccio's.
Carluccio's. I was going to say that. I was right at my tongue.
That is a good pizza place. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been there?
No. Have you ever been to any of these places Portnoy does? Have you ever done like Sally's or Pepe's?
Dude, that might be the best job in the world.
Yeah, that's one of his many jobs, but yeah.
But that's the best job in the world.
Oh God,
just to eat pizza, and people are like, "Yo, come eat my pizza."
You realize this guy's doing this during like his travels, from like here to there, and he's stopping.
Who is he?
Dave Portnoy. He's the owner of Barstool Sports.
What is that?
It was started out as a podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, Barstool Sports.
And he just started eating pizza?
Huge. Barstool Sports was like a sport. I want to say it was like a sports podcast. Am I saying that right? I think it's a sport. It was like started out like a.
We stole this idea from.
Huh?
We stole this idea from Barstool.
Oh, okay.
The Mount Rushmore idea?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Right. Okay.
Thanks,
yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. The Mount Rushmore.
We know you're watching.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of these podcasts, you listen to a lot of these sports talk radios and stuff. They a lot of them do these. This
is he a local guy? Where's he from?
Portnoy is from the Northeast, isn't he? Boston, yeah.
Oh.
But his New Haven, Connecticut, is where he considers the pizza capital of the world.
He's
and
wrong.
I've had Pepe's, and it is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's.
Is that his number one?
Yeah, like Pepe's, Sally's. Yeah, they're.
He's got to come
like
to Bruni's.
9. So I think he would like Bruni's, but again, you got to get it there. Got to make sure he gets it right away.
No, yeah, there it is like.
Yeah.
If you take it home, it's the best. But if you eat it there, it's like it's a whole nother animal.
And it's like because if it sits in a box too long, and Portnoy says this when he eats pizza, if it sits in the box too long, the crust gets different.
Piping hot is
that's the way to do it. But yeah. All right, yeah. So I would challenge that, Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports, El Presidente. Come to Hamilton, New Jersey, Bruni's Pizza on 12th Street, Route 54 in Hamilton. You got to try them. It's one of the ones you should put on your list. I don't know if you've ever been to Hamilton. I don't think I watch all your pizza reviews. I don't think you've ever been to the Hamilton area. Come to Hamilton, New Jersey. Hamilton has some of the best pizza around. Yeah. I don't think you'll get anything.
I've seen it in his comments.
I don't think he'll get anything in Hamilton under a 7. Everything is going to be either a 7 or above. Good, solid. I would think everybody would be a good, solid football pizza up to the like. I personally think he would give Bruni's an 8-1. I think he would give Bruni's an 8-1. But yeah. Let me take a second to tell you about my friends at Savi Dogs. Savannah Bittner, I believe that's how you say your name. Savi Dogs, they are a dog walking, sitting company. They do a fantastic job. I think she has roughly 6 to 8 girls working for her. The one girl that we use, her name is Paige. She's fantastic. They send pictures. So Myrtle Beach. So for instance, we went to Myrtle Beach. Paige, instead of bringing the dogs to a kennel, we want the dogs to be home because so they don't. Because our one Beagle Basset is he's on Prozac because he separation anxiety. So she stays at the house. We have a spare bedroom. It's like a hotel. She has her own bedroom, her own bathroom. She stays there and she watches the house and she walks the dogs. But we have used them for like long weekends where they stop by. They'll drop in 3 times a day, walk the dogs, feed the dogs, and and they're taken care of. They're an excellent company. They're very well, very professional. And I can't say enough about them. Savi Dogs. So if you're looking for a good dog sitter, a dog walker, give her a call.
Do they always go to the house?
Yeah, and it's great. So before they even come and do anything, she'll do what's called a meet and greet. Free, 30 minutes. They come, they meet you, they meet the dogs. You get introduced. You get to see if they're comfortable around the dogs. Everything. There's just a fantastic company, and we've had a couple girls from her. We like them all.
Yeah, that's always like such a big thing too. Like my sister has a dog, and like you can't go away if you don't have a good place for your animal.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always like next year we're going to Greece and Italy for our anniversary and
do they watch
50th.
Kids?
I don't know if they watch Kids, but they and God bless this girl. She's a young girl. I think she's in her 20s. Like, and she's running this, good little small business. So, like I said, if you're looking for a dog walker, dog sitter, Savi Dogs, that's the way to go. Give them a call. Highly recommended, and tell them Two and a Blue sent you.
Yes. So, interesting interview this week. Tommy DeLaurentis.
Tommy's an HVAC guy.
Yeah, 322.
Good. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
we gotta
union man?
hook this up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 322 guy. I actually I applied for the 322 years ago. When I first got out of the Marines, I used the GI Bill to go to ACIT for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. I passed. I got my type universal, EPA type universal card, I think it is, so I could buy refrigerant and shit at the time. I just didn't like the field for me personally because I don't think being in an attic in a crawl space troubleshooting air conditioning units was going to be for me. So I didn't follow through, but I did apply. I went through 322. I went through interview. True story, real quick. When I was doing my interview, I sent for my transcript at high school. They gave me John Caruso's transcript, except they gave me John Caruso's transcript who graduated in 93, not 98. So I'm sitting there in an interview, and I never even noticed it. I was young. I was 22 years old.
Do you know John Caruso?
His nickname was Cal.
Do you know him?
No, I've met him before, but I don't know him.
Was his transcript better than yours?
No, not even close. So I remember them saying, so I see you missed quite a few days of school here. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think any more than anybody else ever did. I'm like, well, I like to think. My answer to him was, well, I like to think I was young and dumb then, but I've been in the military.
You're
like
defending the fucking poor guy.
I'm like, I'm grown up now. I'm a little more mature and And I'm like, what the fuck? Come to find out, I had the wrong fucking transcript. They were probably looking at my I think this guy barely graduated. And I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I didn't have all the best grades in the world either. But this guy missed like 100 days of school. It was nuts. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Because I had the wrong transcript. So needless to say, no, I didn't get in. Yeah. But here I am years later. Yeah. I'm still a union guy, and I'm with the 172. But Tommy is with 322, and we got a nice interview with him.
It's right. I mean, if you're interested if you don't know what you want to do, if you know you want to get into a union, if you're trying to get into a union, it's a great option. Everyone always needs air conditioning. And
even if you're not union, heating and air conditioning, electrical, all that stuff is all great work, great paying jobs. And but the interview tells you like a little bit about like how he got into the union, how it works, like his day to day. It's just good informative stuff. And like I said, if you're interested at all, if you're looking for something else to do, just give it a listen, check it out. Yeah,
man.
good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah,
good.
And I love Tommy. I appreciate him coming out.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, we'll look forward to that interview. So that's it here for Two in the Blue. Don't forget, go to all our platforms, like, subscribe, share. If you already have, please keep hitting that like button for us. And word of mouth, pass this around, start talking
Yeah, let's
about
blow
us.
it up this
yeah,
week.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
blow it up. We're almost to we got a 99 followers on, so we're looking for that 100 to get the 3 digits.
I think we could get to 125.
I would like to. Get
I
on
think
there,
it's possible,
guys.
yeah.
Get on there. And again, as always,
Tell your mom.
Yeah, tell everyone. But we appreciate it. Listen, we do. We appreciate the support. Keep it coming. Keep the feedbacks. Get in the comments. Get in there.
Definitely.
Tell us what you want to hear.
I love it, dude. I respond to every
Good or
almost
bad.
to everyone.
Yeah, good or
I
bad.
love
And
it.
by the way, just because you should get a response from TaaB Fluid doesn't mean it's me. Doesn't mean it's Steve. It could be any one of us 3 that are responding on there. So it's not just one of us. So again, get on there. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, so Union 322.
Yes.
But it's HVAC.
It's there's 3 divisions, I guess. There's the pipe fitters. They're like the A book. Then there's service technicians, which is the HVAC and the refrigeration. And then there's plumbers, plumber service.
And your HVAC.
Yes.
What does HVAC stand for?
Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and sometimes they do an R on the end for refrigeration. But heating, ventilation, air conditioning.
I kept thinking the V was vacuum
No.
because of the vac. It just fucked me up. I couldn't get it out of my head.
could see why
I
you
knew
say
it
that.
wasn't, but I couldn't think of any other thing that started with
They
V.
deal with exhaust fans and
Yeah.
kitchen stuff and things like that. So that's why the ventilation's in there. Moving air.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Part of what we do.
What? When'd you get in? When'd you get in there?
I've been in the field about 15 years. Started with I went to Penco Tech in Camden County. Hooked up with a company out of Deptford. They did movie theaters all over the area. Jersey, South Jersey, North Jersey, Pennsylvania, like AMC, like Marlton. You see all them. So we did all the HVAC with them. That was my first company I got with. So, and then I just jumped around a couple different companies, and then took test, got in the union about halfway through, a couple years in, a few years in.
So how long you been in now?
About 9 years.
Sweet.
I got in a little late bloomer, but
Better
gotta
late than never.
Yeah, got to get started somehow,
Yeah.
Get the clock running.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I'm working for GE Mechanical now. Refrigeration. I kind of switched gears halfway through my career.
Mm-hmm.
Got into refrigeration. Well, let me back up. After this company out of Deptford, I hooked up with another company and then tested in. We could test our union's 5 years, as yours is our apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm.
I tested into like 3rd year. Jumped into this refrigeration company, did years 3, 4, and 5 with them. That's where I learned a lot of refrigeration. And was with them a little while. They still do. They have Wells Fargo Center in Philly. Yeah, they do that. We were in there a lot. They're still in there, like I said.
They're changing that name.
Again? To
Yeah,
what?
I think isn't that true? Wells Fargo is pulling out.
What are they going to call it now? You don't know. No.
Flyers Center.
FU was First Union.
The Sixers are pulling out too. They're all pulling out.
Yeah, they're going to Camden. Well, that's where their practice.
I think the Sixers are trying to get into Center City
Okay.
in Chinatown, and
Chinatown.
they're flipping the fuck out of that.
Are they? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they would. I guess there's no room over there. I don't know.
Are the Flyers staying there? Or you?
They haven't. I don't know. They don't really talk to anyone about anything. They just do whatever. They don't care.
Hey,
As long as there's a rink, they just
I know.
play. They don't
I
go
know.
fuck.
I
That's why I
know.
love the Flyers.
I know.
How did we start talking? Oh yeah, you guys do the Wells
Yeah, we
Fargo
worked
Center.
there. Yep.
Have you done work there?
Yeah, I was in there a lot.
Do you see anyone cool?
In the building?
Yeah.
Well, you go in the morning, check in about 7, 8 o'clock. A lot of staff are coming in, and staff members before they would work would play a pickup hockey game, like when the rink was up, like during the season, not off season. So I would be working in a concourse level in the concession stands, whether it was the top, the bottom, the suites, and I would sneak down sometimes and watch them. And they would have like a pickup game with the employees there. It was pretty cool. I couldn't stay down there long because some of the players were the people I had to answer to when I was working in there.
Really?
Like they were
oh man, what's the name of the food company that's in there? I forget the name. It'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, they were the managers of this food company. It's a big company out of Philly.
The players own it?
I'm sorry, there's a company that's in, but the workers for this food company that are in the stadium play a pickup game, like the employees.
Yeah. Oh, those players. I thought you meant the Flounder.
No, not the actual
that's cool.
players. Yeah, so employees that worked in the building, they
Yeah.
would do it, and then they would come out, and then it was pretty cool how they would do that.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And how long did you work there?
I was in there about 2 years. I'd be in there. They did the Democratic National Convention in 2016 there. I was in there. It was 4 days long. I was in there every night. They wanted a...
It was Hillary.
No, that was...
Hillary.
Yeah, it was Hillary. You're right. That's who it was.
It's a dirty Hillary.
Yeah, I know. They wanted a cold guy, a refrigerator, an air conditioning guy, refrigeration guy, and a hot side guy. Work on ovens and stuff. They wanted them in there in case something broke.
On call? You were there on call?
Yeah, we would
Oh,
just show
shit.
up and hang around.
Did
Get
they have
vouchers.
like how the Democrats are doing now? They got like Cardi B and shit.
I didn't go on the floor.
yeah, so-
I was in the tunnels.
Just pay
Yeah,
no
I couldn't
attention,
go out
like-
there. Yeah. I was hanging with there's in-house fitters there and stuff like that you check in with.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool account to have. Who did I see? They would have you could eat lunch inside there. They would set something up for people that worked. I think Bob Kelly a couple times. He was working for them at the time, and I said, "How you doing, Mr. Kelly?" "Don't call me Mr. Kelly. It's Bob or Hound." I said, all right. That's what he said. Yeah, he was pretty cool.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
Mike Holgram, the ex-GM then, he was walking around, and I met him a couple times. Didn't see much of the players. We didn't go near the locker room.
Yeah.
You'd see them park and sneak in. You couldn't get really near them.
So what are you doing now?
Well, I'm with GE Mechanical. They do. They have a lot of the Wawas. I think they have over 300 Wawas in the area, from South Jersey, North Jersey, PA, Philly. That keeps us busy. They do other stuff also. They're a good company. Before this company, I wanted to tell you, I worked in a refinery for a year also in Chester. If you go over to Commodore Barry and you look south,
Right by Widener, right?
Monroe, down out there, I worked in there for J.J. White. I worked for J.J. White for a year. I was in the refinery. That was different.
What is that? A refinery?
This refinery was called Monroe. One of the airlines owned it, and they refined jet fuel. That was their number one product. It was right on the Delaware River, so they get their oil in wherever they get it, boated in or shipped in, and they somehow heat it up and mix it with all these chemicals and cool it, and they could, at different levels of heat temperatures, they make different products. Motor oil's at the bottom, it's the thickest, and then as you go up, gasoline and diesel fuel and stuff like that.
How's working in one of them?
It's different. It's there's a lot of office buildings, and there's a lot of, they call them shelters, in different areas of the property, and they're all explosion-proof buildings. So when you open the door to go in and out, they got to have positive pressure, so fans kick on, and so you got it's all part of the HVAC system.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
You put that together?
No. I was in there with two other service guys that are really experienced, that knew how to work on stuff like that, and you kind of learn as you go. I wish I was still in there. You don't know what you have until you're not there anymore. It was nice in-house job.
Yeah.
Man,
What's like the sketchiest shit you had to do?
probably in there.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It's especially when you go in the one area of the refinery where it's all acid. They use some kind of acid material to refine. I forget what they use it for, but you have to sign in. You got to have a TWIC card and all that stuff to get in, the refinery, that. But it's, to go in that, you got to put all this extra gear on, breathing apparatus, gloves, rubber boots, go in, do what you got to do. There's little huts with little, with all their controls and all their stuff like that. And you got to work on that HVAC system. And when you're done, you got to come out and you got to get cleaned off. You got to step in a pool of water that washes off the boots. You got to put the gloves in water. They test them to see if there's any holes in them. Yeah, it's a whole and it's loud. The whole place is loud all the time. I mean, we could be this close and we'd have to yell at each other in some spots to even talk to each other.
You just got to wear like hearing protection.
Oh yeah. And in some areas, yeah, you have to. You'll just. But you're always wearing like these jumpsuits, these fireproof jump. I don't know what they're going to do if the place explodes, but they'll help you for a second, I guess. But
oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, it was cool. Like I said, it was. You know where you're going every day. Took a vehicle home, worked with the same guys. It was cool.
Well, when I talked last time we were on the phone, I talked to you, and you were saying something like you guys could just pick overtime jobs to go to.
With this company, they have so much overtime, especially in the summer, where the Wawas, the demand is crazy. It's starting to slow down a little bit, but like I would say it's still like that, I guess. You're back. You wake up in the morning and you could look on the work phone and see how many calls are available. Everybody could see it that works at the company. You could see which calls, where, what they are. Everybody sees it. So you could kind of...
Are they all just one-man jobs?
Oh, yeah. It's most of them.
Is there any where it's like 5 men and then like it just fills up as people...
No. See, it's different. The service field's different. I'm by myself 90% of the time.
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's amazing,
I love it.
dude.
You drive around. I'm all over the place. You go to a call. If you have to do a big repair or you have to get back and do a big repair, then they send you they send you help the next day or whenever they do it. But most of the time, I'm by myself driving around. It's nice.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
It's nice. But like I said, with overtime, you don't have to work it unless you're on call.
Yeah.
But they appreciate it. So you get to, you could, hey, can I take this one? Yeah. And they're just happy you're working. So.
Damn.
Yeah, it's nice.
What's it like in the like wintertime? How much different is it?
It's just the call volume's not as heavy as the summertime, but we have so much work left over coming out of summer.
And this is for refrigeration
And air condition.
Oh, and so it's the air conditioning.
Yeah, they just have so many accounts that it's just, and Wawa is. They want you there fast. I mean, you see these stores, how busy they are.
It's bizarre how busy these stores are.
And how they close one and open up another. It's constant.
It's insane.
Yeah. And we just got the Philly stores this summer. They close them at like 10 o'clock at night.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll get robbed. Yeah, they close them. There's people in there that stock shelves and accept deliveries and stuff, and we could go there and work, and they're 2-man jobs if you go there.
Do you do work in Philly? You do work in Philly at nighttime?
Yeah.
Is it scary?
Sometimes. I got called out, I wouldn't say scary, it's concerning going in, I think Memorial Day, the night before, I was on call that weekend. It was maybe 8 o'clock at night. And I got called in to go replace a compressor on the ice cream freezer. You know how they get your ice cream? It went down, and they called me to replace a compressor, which is a 4, 5, 6 hour job at 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday. So I had to go to the supply house in Philly, fight all the traffic going back into Philly from, opposite, open up a supply house on the boulevard, get all the parts I needed to get, and then go to, I forget which one it was. Now that I'm thinking about it, I forget which one it was. But anyway, one of the other guys met me there, and I think I was there till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
You made it.
Made it.
Made it out.
I made it out of there. I'll burn him with a torch.
Does anything happen like that you hear of? Like,
not with this company.
Cool.
Thank God, nothing yet. We just got the stores going into this summer, like 3-4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But We'll see. Because we have a night crew. We have shifts. I'm on a day shift. Most of us are day shift, and they have a swing shift crew. Come in like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon till like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. And then they have a night crew and then we come in and they're going home.
So your 9 to 5, we'll call it, more like 7 to 3:30.
Right. Well, yeah.
7 to 4, whatever. Is Wawa.
Basically.
And you're just an on-call.
We have a rotating schedule. We have, there might be 20 of us that you take a week, I take a week, and so on and so forth, and then it rotates every 3 months. You get
You're just on call for Wawa right there? Like when you show up to Wawa, what do you do?
Well, what, for a service call, for a particular service call?
Well, I
What do you
mean, if there's not a service call, like what if there's not like, do you have like a job you go to other than the service, or you're just service calls?
Just service. It's
Holy
just
shit.
Yeah.
They have that many service calls. They got a
Yes.
whole company based around doing service calls.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And they do.
Refrigerators get fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
didn't
It's
know
heavy
that.
work. It's when you have that many accounts too, with 300 accounts, and there are priorities too. The way the calls come in, you got to get there in so many hours. A priority 1, priority 2, 3, 4, and I guess I don't know. Maybe it affects the way the company bills them, but I know they push. You got to get there before this time, that time.
Damn.
Yeah, they have an app. Wawa has an app. You got to go in when you get there, start it. You got to get all this information, enter it in, who the manager you talk to, the equipment. Or every piece of friggin' equipment in the place has got a number on it and a little barcode. You got to scan it.
It's not
like working at a Pentagon.
Yeah, it's crazy how like just I don't know, like precise, like just how detailed everything is with these big companies, dude.
I know.
Like they got everything covered.
I know. I know. Oh,
There's no stone unturned.
No. Well, not
it's
with the way the phones are.
You can't get nothing. I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was running the trucks for Amazon. I mean, there's no shortcut.
Right.
There's no, like, you're not like, I mean, everything you do, you got to do it like totally right.
We got to take pictures. You got to take pictures of everything.
I had to follow the
videos.
GPS. Like they had like they wanted you to take their route. They didn't care what your route was.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
no, you got to go this way. Or they stop. Like they like.
That's
beep, beep,
my
beep.
old manager
Oh,
at
fuck.
one of my old companies. He was a micromanager, and he would call you up and say, "Why are you going that way?" He'd be watching the GPS, and he was an old school guy, and we used to all lie to him. That's which way the GPS is sending us. You know,
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, let's play this video. Let's. We'll
Change gears.
yeah. Look at this, dude.
First thing you hear about the union is the pay, and that's the first thing you go after. But once you get in, you realize the education is immense. The lab that they have,
Education's immense.
the amount of equipment that they have to work on, and the knowledge that the instructors have when it's time to learn. And you could ask them anything. The relationship with the journeyman, it's the same thing. You could pick up the phone at any time and call them. If you're on a roof somewhere and it's 10 degrees, or if you're in a basement somewhere.
Is that scripted?
Now,
How the fuck they choose you for that?
I'll explain. The school. There's 4.
This was while you were in school.
This was why I was in school. This is
Before
when I
you
was
had
in school.
stepped foot on a job.
No, I was working.
Oh, okay.
As I was working, I was going to school.
Okay.
New Jersey has 4 locals, fitter locals. 322 South Jersey, 9 Central Jersey. I forget, 475 and 374, I think they are, in North Jersey. They all have service, obviously have service guys, divisions in each one, like I explained to you. Well, they scraped all 4 service guys and all 4 service divisions, and we go to our own meetings together. They negotiate our contracts together. We go to school together. So I'm going to school with the 3 other locals. So they picked one student out of each local to do this, whatever it was, for advertising to get people to sign up for the apprenticeship. So somehow I was the 322 guy they picked. There was maybe 8 of us there. But I was the last one to go. Yeah, it was just...
That was not scripted.
nothing was scripted.
You just spoke that coherently.
They asked you a couple questions, and they put the camera on and said, let it rip. And I just,
You could call them at any time, and usually they answer the phone.
How serious you are.
what's the matter? You don't believe
Join
me?
the union
You're so
because
serious.
when you first look at
How do you not laugh?
I had a massive headache. I was scared to death, actually.
To dive
scared
into
right
it
now?
a little more,
Nah.
you start to ask the questions that you need to ask. You find out about the pension
Well, I'm an
and
experienced
annuity.
actor.
I know, you are
I'm
experienced,
used
I
to
know.
it.
I should be asking you.
I was waiting for my big break after this, and nothing happened.
Especially
Till
as
now.
you get older,
Yeah, here it is.
family, you have kids, it's just...
I could sign autographs if,
it's
you know.
really neat on what they offer you. And,
I gotta get you,
it's the best thing.
You got to do like a Tuna Blue infomercial.
Okay, whatever you need. We'll talk contracts, and we'll talk,
Just like
nothing.
this. Yeah.
Okay.
So what did they ask you about this?
About what? About this?
What question they asked you that gave you that long
Oh
response?
my goodness! They asked you what makes getting applying and getting in the union so much better than being non-union, and they kind of said, "Here,
Why
have
is
at
Tuna
it."
Blue so much better than all the other podcasts out there?
Why is it better?
Yeah.
Because the individuals they have on are professionals, and they're very impressive in their field and at the top of their game. That's why.
Yeah.
You know?
What else did they ask you?
Well, it's very well organized. The staff's great. They treat you well, and they pick me up from my house.
Yeah.
Is
your beer empty?
My beer's almost empty, but it's they're gonna get me another one.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, very professional
They got me
organization
another
here.
one too? Yeah, there you go. So what's like the dumbest shit you ever did?
Okay, that's how you ask it.
Yeah.
We were in Philly on like University Ave area, University of Pennsylvania hospital area, and I was working myself and an apprentice. I was a senior guy on a job. We were working on it was a high rise, like maybe 20-story condos, and then on the bottom floor was a bagel shop restaurant. We were working in there, and they use water. They pump water through the building to heat and cool, depending on the season. In the winter, it's a boiler pumping water through the coils and whatever. Anyway, they had a water leak. So it was maybe a 4-inch piece of PVC that ran in the drop ceiling of the building on that bottom floor, and I had to repair a leak, a drip. So I had the apprentice valve off. I shut my side off, which killed the water supply, and he shut his side off, which when we drained it, I made the repair. And there was a little bit of confusion on when we were opening up valves. I don't know if I forgot to tell him to open the outlet before you open the inlet, but I don't know what happened. Anyway, he didn't open his valve. I opened mine and let all the water rush in, and we were within yelling distance of each other in a store. Like he was on the other end of the store on
Empty
a ladder.
store?
Huh?
Empty store?
No.
People
It
there?
was there's
Okay.
people. Yeah. Next thing I know, I hear him yelling, and I hear this boom. So I run down. The water pressure from him not opening up broke the PVC pipe. Just snapped it off. I mean, I could have killed the guy. Snapped it, and water's pouring
What was
into
the
the
repair?
restaurant.
Was it did you replace the pipe or did you put like a
I replaced the coupling.
Your coupling?
It was a coupling that was dripping.
God, dude.
Yeah, so I had to hurry up and valve my side off, and they called in
Just let
some.
it drain. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Just
store had.
like there's nothing I can do, guys.
It's just I'm screwed. Yeah, the store had about a half inch
man.
of water in it.
People soaking wet.
Luckily, there wasn't that many people in there, but yeah, the people that were in there left the store.
Yeah.
And the employees stayed, and they had to call the bosses, and we had some other senior guys show up to assist in fixing, and he wasn't too happy. It wasn't a good night, but I don't know. And the guy got fired right after that, so I blamed it on him anyway.
Did it just pop out of the coupling?
No, it broke the pipe. It literally.
So then you had to replace the whole pipe.
Yeah, that piece. Yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, and it was later. It was like 5 o'clock at night.
Oh.
And the senior guy that came in wasn't too happy about it.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. Yeah, so I learned. Make sure you open the outlet first.
Sure.
And when you open,
I'm surprised.
Slow.
What is it? Is the water? Is it high water pressure?
No, you know what I think it was.
But is the water pressure going through that pipe when you turn the valve on high?
Nah, it's not pressurized. It's it's high probably because it's the lowest point of the building.
Yeah.
And all that water, because the whole building uses it the same way, and it was the bottom floor, and it was just a big piece of pipe. I don't know what the pressure is, maybe 50, 60 pounds.
And you didn't have to wait like any amount. Did you fuse the coupling, or was it like glue?
Glue.
Really?
Glue and primer, yeah. It was
on a 4-inch pipe.
CPVC, yeah. It was that gray stuff. It was real thick though.
On a 4-inch pipe?
It was really thick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't fuse it?
No.
Do you fuse anything?
What do you mean fuse?
Like melt?
Oh no, no. I don't. I never got into too much heavy stuff like that. I probably shouldn't even been there taking that call.
Yeah.
Because that's what the boss told me afterwards. Oh, if I'd have known it was all that, I would have never. It was early in my career, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you send me there. I'm not gonna tell you don't send me there.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's hard about it when you're by yourself and you're trying to learn this crap.
I can't believe there wasn't like there's no like time you have to wait to like let it set.
Nah, you use the primer and you use the glue. A couple minutes. Yeah, you wait a few minutes.
Yeah. You just have to let the water go somewhere.
Oh yeah, you got to drain.
That's
Sure.
One,
yeah. Well,
the one caveat.
I just could not believe it. Split
Water's
split the pipe like long ways.
Yeah.
It broke it. Crazy.
Imagine.
I mean, that much pressure hitting that valve just blew. I could have hurt the guy, but he got fired anyway a couple weeks later. So it was his fault anyway. Yeah,
definitely his fault. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Jerk off. What else?
Well, what else do I have?
Anything else, Dom? You do anything?
Oh, plenty of things, but I don't want to say too much because then I won't get a job. I'll probably get fired from where I am now, and then if I have to get another job, they won't hire me.
Like now we saw you on Tuna Blue.
Yeah.
We know about you.
Yeah, you're no good.
Fucking
You're not coming
scumbag,
here, crap. Get out of here. Just some electrical stuff. Arcing 460 to 24 volts on your meter leads. That'll have some skid marks shooting to your underwear. So that'll scare you. Did that a couple times on a roof.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you fuck with electricity?
Well, a lot of the units, the HVAC units are, I burned myself on a torch last week. Yeah, pretty bad. Put my hand over a torch by accident.
See my brother's arm?
No.
Might as well he fell in asphalt.
Oof. Burned him?
He caught himself with his arm. Bad.
Wow.
It's nasty.
There was a fire once in a refinery on the one floor, which we were a good distance away. It didn't do anything. Didn't hurt us at all.
Fuck work.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It sucks.
Work sucks.
Yeah, it does. So.
Yeah.
Perfect life, man. Boring life.
All right.
Such is life.
Such is life.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Always a pleasure. Hanging out.
It is.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week.